आवाज नहीं आ रहा है?
आ रहा है.
Okay, okay. There was a message.
We can start now.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. I'm C.S. Swapnil Kolte, the Vice Chairman of the Thane branch, and I welcome you all to the 7th series of our Local for Vocal series organized by the Thane branch of ICI. Today's topic is a topic that is close to each one of us. Irrespective whether we invest in the stock market or not, it does erupt an emotion within us. So today we have with us a very learned speaker who has been dealing into this field for past couple of decades and who will guide us through the nitty-gritties of how the risk factor in the stock market could be mitigated and how you could use it as a best investment opportunity. Before going ahead, I would request the speaker, the chairman of the Thane branch, to present his opening remarks. Shiv, sir.
Okay, thank you, Swapnil. Respected participants and my colleagues in Thane branch. First of all, happy Guru Purnima to all of you and sabhi ko mera pranam. I, on behalf of Thane branch, welcome you on the second day of Vocal for Local Speaker Series 7. And we team Thane branch are extremely delighted to have you all in this seminar. Today, we have seminar on investment in the stock market, risk or opportunity. To deal with the subject, we have C.A. Nikhilesh Soman, formerly humble and down to earth friend C. Arvind Ramani, short while from now. Coming back to today's seminar, my personal take is that risk is inverse to gain or expectation of gain. As a CA, we are capable of doing fundamental analysis of any company. Only thing is we should tear down our expectation. The moment you wish to make quick money, you are equally at risk to lose money. Anyway, Nikhilesh sir will deal with the subject in great detail for the benefit of all of us. Sorry, my video was off. Just got a message.
Sir, you are mute. Please unmute
Shiv,
yourself.
you'll have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. If I am not wrong, the moment you wish to make quick money, you are equally at risk to lose money. Anyway, Nikhilesh sir will deal with the subject in great detail for next 1.5 hours for the benefit of all of us. If I am not wrong, this would be first seminar of Nikhilesh on Thane branch platform. Am I right, Nikhilesh?
Sir, I have already spoken in 2017 at our CAS study circle, but in branch it is first.
First, na? So then I am not wrong. That's why I am saying this is the first seminar of Nikhilesh Soman sir on Thane branch platform, truly satisfying our team of Vocal for Local Speaker series. Now, few announcements. Our next series, that is Vocal for Local Speaker series 8, will be from 5th to 7th August, and detailed information will be shared with you all. I can tell you one of the subjects, all three subjects are very exciting. But on 5th August, we will be dealing with opportunities for CA in CSR practice. Because as you are aware, there are compulsory CSR activities to be done by listed companies depending on their profit and all. And there is a good opportunity for chartered accountants to have practice in that area. Many of us already doing some kind of practice in that area, but it can be opened up for even younger, fresh chartered accountants. And a few more announcements, like we have informal arrangement for vaccination in 3 different locations: Bedecker Hospital, Red Cross Hospital, and Highway Hospital. In Highway Hospital, even co-vaccine is also available. Mega mask distribution is still going on. If you want to distribute, we can supply you requisite masks for distribution to poor and needy people, thanks to unnamed donors. Respected members, today's seminar will be interactive. If you have any question to C.A. Nikhilesh Soman, please feel free to ask any question, preferably through chat box, or you can raise your hand. One more thing, which is very important, every time I repeat this line, your Zoom name should be your membership number followed by your name. Please do not blame us if you cannot upload your CC credit due to non-availability of your membership number. Now I request Swapnil Kolte to take charge of further proceedings. Over to you, Swapnil.
Thank you, sir. Before moving forward, I would already request everyone to keep themselves on mute so that we do not have any interruption during the seminar. Moving ahead now, without any further interruption, I would request one of the most respected professionals of our CA profession in Thane City, CA Arvind Ramani, to give a formal introduction of today's speaker.
Thank you, Swapnil. Thank you, Chairman Sir, for giving me an opportunity to moderate today's seminar, which is a part of Vocal Local Series 7, a unique concept successfully nurtured by you, sir. As a topic of webinar is investment in stock market, risk and opportunity, I can say that the series of Local for Vocal.
You have to unmute, Arvind bhai.
Arvind,
sorry.
Sir,
Sorry.
Yes, Arvind.
Thank you, Chairman Sir, for giving me an opportunity to moderate these sessions. This part of Vocals for Local Series 7, unique concept nurtured by user. As a topic of webinar is stock market, risk and opportunity, I can say that series of Vocal for Local has become a unicorn, the term used for a 1 billion, more than 1 billion market cap. So this series has become one of the unicorn. Now I come to the pleasant task of introducing today's speakers. Here Nikhilesh Soman, a good friend of mine. He qualified CA in the year 2001 and was active in the traditional practice till 2015. During that period, he had done various audits of banks, cooperative credit society, private and limited companies, etc. He was visiting faculty with SK Somaiya College for 3 years and Vajay College till 2011. From then onward, he is actively advising clients for trading and investing in stock market. He had also developed unique method for traders in the stock market coined as followed the levels. He is regularly appearing in Jai Maharashtra TV and done various shows like Bhalsa, Paishechi, etc. He is a panelist on G24 Stars and Lok TV9 and Lok Sai, etc. and done various shows on budget days. He was a member of subcommittee of WRC called Capital Market and Investor Protection during the year 2013-16. He had delivered various lectures at branches of WRC and study circle of WRC across Maharashtra like Thane, Dombivli, Kalyan, Vasai, Pune, Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur, Ratnagiri, etc., etc. on the subject like investor psychology, investor awareness, fundamental and technical analysis, etc. He had also written various articles on stock market in various magazines, newsletters, newspapers, and web portals. His hobbies are playing tabla, dolki, singing, and cricket. He had represented WRC in various cricket tournaments also. Apart from expert in stock market, he as a religious person visited Segaon for more than 200 times since 1992. So friends, presenting before you a speaker who had a vast experience in stock market to discuss and throw a light upon today's topic. Before he starts his deliberation, I request all the participants to kindly raise the question in chat box only, and we will raise the same to the speaker at the end of the session with a subject to availability of time. Over to you, Nikhilesh sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Arvind bhai. Let me thank first our beloved chairman, sir, Asava sir, for giving me the opportunity. And as he rightly said, this is the first seminar I am speaking in front of my home crowd, or I can say this is my home pitch. Secondly, I'm thankful to Swapnil as well as Arvind bhai for kind introduction. Third thing, being the Guru Purnima itself, I personally believe all our colleagues who are attending today's session are also my gurus, because I'm always learning something from each and every person in my life. So I personally believe it is a Guru Purnima. So just my good wishes to everybody, and just namaskar to everybody, and keep blessings. So this journey of stock market will continue for everybody. Now, without wasting any further time, I'll just start my presentation. And before that, just let me give a disclaimer, which is mandatory as per SEBI norms, that first of all, I'm not a SEBI registered investment advisor. So I'm only advising to my clients whatever in next 2 hours we are going to discuss about the stock markets, or if suppose any script name or any stock name has been taken, you can simply assume that it is just for the sake of example, and there is no, what we can say, investment whatsoever for myself or my clients is involved in that particular script. Second thing, I am not a broker or sub-broker of any what we can say broking house. So if I take any broking house name also, it is safely assumed that it is just for the mean of giving an example. So if I spoke about some companies also, you can simply what we can say assume that it is just hypothetical example, nothing else. So in this 2 hours, I'm not going to give you any single, what we can say, idea or tip or advice where you can invest on Monday. And second thing, let me tell you honestly, stock market is a very wonderful journey. And if you start from Monday also, let me guarantee you that the journey will be great in days to come. But what basically precautions we need to take, being a professional, as we are expert in reading the balance sheet, we are expert in fundamental analysis. Few are here who are also the technical analysis experts, but still there are some other points which one must consider before entering into stock market or before going for any investment decision, or maybe before entering into any trading activities. So I'll just touch upon few points which are important. Those points have come up during the last 10 or 15 years, whatever time I have spent in front of screen. And I personally believe in stock market, the only guru is the screen. Okay, I have never read any books, nor any Warren Buffett, nothing else. I have just observed the screen for last almost more than 10 to 12 years continuously. And I personally believe that screen is the biggest guru in stock market. So forget about the fundamentals, forget about the technicals. If you start observing the screen, a screen means if you start observing markets movement, definitely you will be able to achieve what we can say more and more knowledge. That is my personal belief. So investment after COVID or in stock market, whether it's a risk or opportunity, that is a subject given to me. I have added trading also, because nowadays everybody wants to have some quick money in the pandemic situation. So let us go ahead. First of all, this is a conventional pattern of investment. Like many times people get confused then when to start in market, or whether to start in market, or whether to invest in a stock market, or what should be the allocation. Now, allocation means basically the asset allocation we speak about. But unfortunately, nowadays, there is a big chunk called financial planners who only advise to buy insurance policies or to buy a, what we can say, mutual fund. And then they say your financial planning is done. Okay, in my opinion, that is not the right case. That is not a financial planning. First of all, you need to decide how much allocation you should make of your corpus into fixed kind of returns and variable kind of returns. Okay, then other things can be sorted out. So as per this chart, okay, if you see, as per your age, you can bifurcate your corpus into the fixed kind of returns investment and variable kind of investment. Say, for example, I am falling between 45 to 50. So 55% of my corpus, I should invest in stocks. Now here stocks represents not only stocks of stock market, but stocks means basically any investment which carries variable rate of return. Okay, it is stocks means not only stock market ka stock nahi hai, it is any what we can say investment which carries variable rate of return. And bonds are representing all such investments which carry fixed rate of return, like maybe the PPF, LIC and all bank deposits and etc., bonds, debentures. So bonds means not only the bonds, but all such investments which carry the fixed rate of interest. So in my age also, I should look for 55% of my corpus should be invested in such a case, or we can say such a investment avenue where returns are not fixed. And 45 to 50% corpus I can invest where my returns are fixed. So that is first bifurcation one must understand before going ahead, like how you should invest your corpus, okay, or what should be the criteria, what should be the proportion. Now this is one of the view. It is not necessary that everybody should agree with this view, but this view will definitely going to help you in the longer period of time. So you can simply see your age. The chart is in front of you, and accordingly you can plan out your investment, how much you can put your corpus into variable kind of returns and fixed kind of returns. Stock market comes in the variable kind of returns. Now let me tell you very honestly, there are a few brokers who are giving you a guaranteed returns, or they say that their PMS is giving guaranteed returns. As per SEBI norms, as per SEBI circular, in stock market nobody can guarantee you the return, or nobody can guarantee you the income. Okay, so all those schemes we should be very careful before going ahead, because there is no guarantee of any returns in stock market. As mutual funds always say, all investments are subject to market risk, and when you directly invest into stock market, the risk is much higher. Okay, and the rewards are also much higher. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now this is a fight between bulls and bears. In stock market you will always find there is a fight between bulls and bears. Bulls represent the people who always think that market should go up, and bears represent the people who should always think that market should go down. So on a given what we can say day, if the bulls are more powerful, like last 2 days we are witnessing in our stock market, so bulls are powerful, so market is going up, and sometimes market falls because the bears are more powerful than the bulls. This is the Bombay Stock Exchange building. In the 2006-07, I had done the technical analysis course on the 18th floor of the BSc building. Earlier, they were used to conduct the technical analysis classes. Nowadays, technical analysis courses is available at every places. This is NSE at BKC. Everybody must have seen this building, National Stock Exchange. So these are the two exchanges normally where we like to trade, or where we like to invest, where we like to have our demat account. In my opinion, we should always trade or invest in National Stock Exchange, because the volume is great, almost 10 to 15 times more than the BSE, and the availability of stocks is also quite, range is also very big. So it is always better to go for a broker who is having the NSE Bolt, or you should trade on NSE. Now, before going ahead, again, everybody know what is an investor, what is a trader, but let's revise our concepts. Who is a trader, who is an investor? See, 98% of the people, they lose money in stock market. Do you know why? The simple reason is they cannot identify themselves whether they are a trader or they are investors. They enter as a trader, and unfortunately they end up as an investor when stock prices goes down, or sometimes they enter as an investor and they quickly come out of the stock after a few, what we can say, percentage of gains, assuming that it's a good returns in a very short span, so let us exit. So they act as a trader, though they have decided to enter in the market as an investor. So that is the biggest fall, what we can say, biggest fault in everybody's mind, or this relates to investor psychology, that first of all you need to define yourself whether you are an investor or you are a trader. I personally, as a disclosure, I am a full-fledged professional trader. I do not have a long-term view in market, though I am in market for last 15 years. I have a clear-cut view that market will remain for a long term, but I do not marry with any stock. I treat stock as a girlfriend. Okay, so I do not marry stock. This is the ideal psychology for a trader. You should not get married with the stock, otherwise you are not going to be happy. Okay, don't take it otherwise. Okay, so first of all, investor and trader, what is the basic difference? Investor has a long-term view. What is a long-term? Long-term, earlier you used to say 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Great. After pandemic, now long-term is become 6 months, 1 year, because nobody knows what will happen after 1 year also. So the long-term criteria is almost changed for many people, that now they are not ready to invest for 5 to 10 years. They are saying कि भाई 1 साल में कितना मिलेगा वो देखते हैं, 2 साल में कितना मिलेगा. That is good, because you never know what will come, and then again something different will come out of. Okay, so now long-term view, ideally people say कि what will be after 2 or 3 years. But in my opinion, long-term view is minimum 5, 10 or 15 years still. Trader's view is a very short term. Trader means if you are an intraday trader, then day trade is what, 9:30 to 3:30. I personally believe once you buy the stock, you should get out within the next 5 to 10 minutes only. Then it's a fruitful trade. So that is the ideal short-term view. Sometimes for an investment purpose or a positional trade, you can have a short-term view like say 15 days, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, 2 months, 3 months, short-term horizon. Less than 1 year is a short-term as per Income Tax Act also, everybody knows. And above 1 year, it is a long-term. Investor always think that market will move in only one direction, that is up. Sometimes what happens, market may go down also. Then he has to remain what? He has to remain silent. He has to just wait and watch till his stocks prices move up, or maybe the stock prices, or maybe the market move up. So he has to wait. So patience game. Trader never say that market will go up or down. He say ki let it go anywhere. I'll going to make money. If the market will go up, I'll buy the stocks, I'll go long. If the market will go down, I'll short the market. So trader has a very clear-cut view. Okay. Investor need a huge investments. Now, as you know, everybody, for even portfolio management also, earlier there was a ticket size of 25 lakhs, but now since last November, SEBI has increased the ticket size of almost near to 50 lakhs for PMS also. So PMS also means portfolio management services. Now it requires minimum 50 lakhs rupees. So it's a huge investment. A trader, he can start with say 50,000 or 1 lakh also, and he can trade in the market. Okay. If you go to commodity market, 5-10,000 also the big capital there. So a trader always need a smaller amount. Chances of making profits are higher if you are an investor, because history tells us from 1980 till today, let any scam come. Okay, let the any what we can say any scam, 2G scam, Harshad Mehta scam. Everybody must have watched the series Scam. Whatever things happen in India. Okay, 92, then 2000.com, then 2008 Lehman Brothers. Then there was demonetization in 2016. Everybody thought that the stock market to gaya, stock market will crash. But the history says those stock market crashes, still it is again bounced back. Even in last year also in pandemic, we saw on 13 March and 23rd March, we saw two lower circuits. Still market bounced back, and it is now double than what was in March 2020. So chances of making profit are always brighter and bigger if you are an investor. That is a very good point. That is a very what we can say strong point for the investors. In trading, chances of making losses are higher. Okay, chances of making losses are higher means what basically since many times people watch television and do the trading. Sometimes they watch some magazines, sometimes they watch some articles. Okay, sometimes they go on some recommendations. दोस्त ने बोला है, broker ने बोला है, बाजू वाले ने बोला है, and they just go and buy blindly and they got trapped. Okay, sometimes some messages come to them and then they buy. So chances of making losses are higher if you are a trader. You have to be very careful. Okay, half knowledge is always dangerous in market as far as traders are concerned. Either you have to get a full knowledge or you have to shift as an investor. Now this is what actually everybody was excited even in the last June or July itself, because at that time market was starting going up, because last March we saw a huge crash, February and March due to pandemic. 13th March again, as I said, there was a lower circuit, 23rd March lower circuit, and then within the next 2-3 months market got settled and it started moving up. Nifty was moving up from 7,500 to 9,000 and 10,000. So everybody was excited, and you will find that the survey says in last 1 year almost demat accounts are open, which were earlier, means the total demat accounts were there from 1980 to 2020. उससे दुगना एक साल में ओपन हो गया. So almost double demat accounts have been open in last 1 year, thanks to CDSL, thanks to NSDL. Okay, and you must have observed the CDSL stock price also. It was 300 last year and today it is 1300. So it reflects in their results. So everybody was excited, and this is what we can say. Everybody who comes in a stock market, it comes with the excitement. He comes with the excitement. He's always excited. He want to make a good money. He want to make a quick money. Okay, he want to earn big amount of money. So everybody is excited. So excitement is always good, but over excitement sometimes catch you in the trouble. This is also one of the stage when the market moves very, what we can say, similar in one direction. So they are going up and up and up, like we witnessed in last 1 year. So now maybe I don't know whether we are entered into this euphoria stage or not. many people says ki we are into this euphoria stage that everybody is talking about stock market. Nobody wants to invest in real estate. Nobody wants to put their money into banks. Okay, I can understand banks only give 5%, and sometimes the bank stock will give you 10% in a month. Okay, so that is a iron in banking system. So everybody want to invest in share of a particular bank, but nobody want to keep a FD in a bank. That is a what we can say the recent trend, what I'm observing for last 1 year. So maybe this is a euphoria. Everybody is what? Everybody is running after market. Everybody want to invest in market. Everybody want to trade in market. But this situation is always dangerous. Why? Because here you forget all the basic principles of risk management and you put entire money sometimes into the markets. As I said, you have to keep in mind, you have to always keep in mind the percentage of investment corpus, which I have shown you in the first slide, that whatever we can say, if you have 100 rupees, then not more than 50 rupees should be in the variable type of returns, not more than 50% in the fixed type of returns. That should be the as per my age. But people forget and they try to what we can say put maximum amount in market in this particular stage, and unfortunately when euphoria ends, market crashes and they make a huge losses. So this situation where it appears, everybody must have heard this what we can say a phrase, when your broker will say ghar bech ke le, whenever he will recommend you one stock and he say isko ghar bech ke le, that is a sign of euphoria. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful. Sometimes if your broker will say like this, ghar bech ke le, you have to keep, you have to wait, and you should not enter in that particular stock. Maybe that may be the euphoria stage. So always keep in mind. ऐसा कभी broker आपको बोलेगा घर बेच के ले, so that is a very dangerous situation in market. You should be out of the market at that time, and you should wait for the next what we can say opportunity to enter in the market. Definitely you'll get opportunity after a few months or after maybe few weeks if the market crashes. Because once you enter into euphoria, you start investing in market and then suddenly market crash. Just as I said in last year we saw that 13 March and 23rd March were big what we can say two lower circuits. After that also sometimes market got corrected. Even in this year to 2021 before budget, there was a good handsome correction of 1,500 points in Nifty, almost 3,000 points, more than 3,000 points in Sensex also before budget. 1 week, entire week was market was down before budget, and after budget again market started moving up. So this happens with most of the people who are in stock market. Earlier, when there was a good profit available, when there was a we can say handsome profit available, they never booked. Okay, they become greedy. They become greedy. They want more and more profits. They want more and more gains. They don't book their profits in time. And once the stock started falling, then they become fearful. See, in market, you have to be very, very careful. In market, there are only two, what we can say, basically the criteria, or we can say basically the psychology of the people. Only what we can say, there are two factors. Either people make losses because of greed, or people make what we can say people earn huge losses because of fear. So greed and fear are the two only what we can say factors in market which will determine your what we can say status in a market, whether you will be a successful or you will be a failure. That will be determined by the greed and fear. So if you are able to control this greed and fear, then definitely market jaisa or koi nazar means there is no other avenue available in the market, in the investments like market that will give you a good and handsome kind of returns. So just you need to control the fear and greed. If you are getting good amount of money, just get it out and choose another stock or wait patiently for the next opportunity. And if the market is going down, just wait patiently. Don't get fearful, because आज नीचे जा रहा है market, कल ऊपर आने ही वाला है. Don't worry. हाँ, but unlike we never say about this about the stocks, you never know any stocks is falling, then why it is falling, you don't know. Then better you should have a proper stop losses also. Otherwise, there will be a huge losses. Now this is what we can say ideal. I have just added few what we can say memes in between just to give an idea. See, last year everybody was talking, when I was talking to many people who were saying ki yaar, I want to invest in market, but now I will wait, let it fall, then I will start investing. When market was fallen actually in March, there were two lower circuits. At that time everybody was fearful. Even in my few television interviews at that time I mentioned this is the real good opportunity to invest in stock market, just dare to invest, just start daring and invest in market. Definitely the returns will be good. I have given this clear-cut advice on the television channel itself. For many my shows I have conducted during the last March month, maybe 3 or 4 shows. I said that this is the right time to enter into the market because market has fallen, it has oversold now. So definitely there will be some recovery. I don't know when it will actually come, but this is the time to enter into stock market. But many people, they were fearful and they said ki nahi, or niche aane do, then we'll invest. Let the market come down, then we'll invest. Then there was a news. Okay, the India has now what third highest COVID count. Nifty should fall. And what Nifty says? ये किस भ्रम में जी रहे हो पार्थ? Okay, so everybody was thinking that Nifty will fall, and Nifty never fall after 1st April 2020. We never saw that low, which was on the 23rd March 2020. So this is the ideology we should follow. Okay, because see, if you say, okay, I will wait for the opportunity, let the market fall down or let the market fall down, then I will start investing. If you want to invest in market, don't wait for any muhurat, don't wait for any fall, just go and invest yourself. You can bifurcate your investment. If you want to invest 100 rupees, you simply go and start investing 20 rupees from Monday, and then wait for next few falls in the near future to invest your remaining money. But don't say ki if market fall, then only I will invest. Sometime it happens, you will never get the opportunity. And then there is a big left out feeling in many of the people that अरे यार chance ही नहीं मिला, अरे यार chance नहीं मिला, market बहुत ऊपर आ गया. And then they start what? Again they start fearful. Because when the market was fallen, they never invested because they were fearful कि और गिरेगा तो invest करेंगे. And when the market rose, now almost it is double. 7,500 Nifty was a low in March 2020. Now it is near 16,000. Now what people are saying, अरे रुको यार थोड़ा गिरने दो, बाद में we will invest. I can only say, ये किस भ्रम में जी रहे हो पार्थ? Okay, go and invest. Now few investment and trading mantras I like to give. This is a share out of experience. Okay, definitely it will help you to take your own decision also. I am following all these principles while investing for myself. Never buy for a fixed time. See, whenever you enter into a stock market, always don't decide initially ki I want to buy this stock for a so and so time horizon. See, time horizon you don't fix. It is absolutely wrong in my opinion. See, you have to set an ideal goal. Okay, goal setting is important. It should be a goal set. It should be what? It should be a target oriented goal setting. Like I am investing, say for example, rupees 1 lakh rupees in a particular stock. What is my ideal goal? Okay, what is my ideal target? Okay, I should get at least 10% in a year. I should get 20% in a year, or maybe I am more greedy. I can expect 25% to 30% also. And if the movement say that 30% or that 20% or maybe that 10%, whatever you have decided, if it is coming in the second month itself, not it is not necessary to wait for a year. If it is coming in the second month, if it is coming in the third month, my advice will be always to get out of the stock because your target is met. What happened is, what people think, अरे यार 20% तो 2 महीने में चल गया, so now I will wait for further 10 months, so शायद दुगना हो जाए, शायद double हो जाए. See, this is wrong approach in my sense. If you decided to invest for a particular returns, if the returns are achieved, better exit the stock and buy for other stock or look for other opportunity, or wait patiently for the again that stock to come down and you can enter again. So don't decide the timing of your investment. You have to time, because see, nobody can time the market, very honestly. It is very difficult to time the market. You have to just simply invest and you have to wait till your target comes. That is the only good opportunity. If you are an investor, you can say, see, people say, I want to invest for 5 years. That is okay. That is altogether a different story. Very honestly, in last 15 years, I have observed that only 5% are genuine investors out of 100. 95% of the people, they are trap traders. They are trap traders. They started as an investor, or sorry, they started as a trader. Then the stock fall down. Then they say, no, I'll hold it for position. Then stock fallen much. Okay, fallen more. Then they say we are an investor, and then the stock become 50%. They say we are a long-term investor. So in my opinion, investors are very rare. Like only 5% of the people, they decide, yes, I will invest in this stock, and before investing, they have all the necessary information with them. They have gathered all the information, they have done their research, their homework, and then they say, I will invest for 5 years. Otherwise, ordinary people, they always say, I would like to invest for 5 years, but that is not the truth. Okay. So always don't buy for a fixed time. You just set your targets. Okay. If you're a trader, set your target. If you're an investor, still you can take your, decide your target. I want 100% kind of returns. Okay. I want to make my money double. Okay. An investor can keep a target like this. So if your money becomes double in the 3 months or say 6 months, sometimes in a year, you should get out. You should not wait for 5 years. Why to wait? Because your target is already met. So as I said, you have to decide who you are, whether you are an investor, whether you are a trader. Then otherwise there will be a confusion in the investment pattern also. Second thing, if you are a trader trading good volume shares only, normally, as I said, there are almost 6,500 stocks listed in the market. I personally follow only 500 stocks out of it. Like I study only 500 stocks. Other 6,000 stocks, even I don't know the names also. So whatever stocks I like, I just keep on what we can say churning. I keep on what we can say investing, or I keep on trading. But I just confirm that particular stock has a good volume. Why good volume? If the volume is good, then definitely that share will also have a good movement, and entry exit will be also easy. If there is no volume, then it will be difficult to exit the particular stock. You will get trapped. Okay, most of the people get trapped in such stocks where the volume is very less. So you have to be very, very careful while trading. You have to see the volume also, and then you can start your trading, or you can start your investments. You can do sectorial study, that which sector is doing good. Say currently, for example, last 2-3 days, the metal sector was doing good. Yesterday, the IT sector started doing good. Okay, today I didn't saw market for a much longer time because I was in temple. But I think today Nifty has come down from the high of say 15,900. But still on Monday we'll see what will happen, which sector will start performing. So do sectorial study, which sector is going good, and if you are a trader, use that particular data and see all the data, all the information is available on NSE site. You can simply follow www.nseindia.com, where all the data is available, all historical data as well as the current data. I personally always follow the NSE site. I don't follow any money control or any other websites because I personally believe only NSE India is the authentic one. So you will get the authentic information. Okay. Otherwise, sometimes the information is also not correct. So do sectorial study, and accordingly you plan. Otherwise, if you want to invest for a longer period of time, you should imagine what will be the future of that particular sector, whether that sector will perform good after say few years. Then only you can start investing in that particular sector. Second, simple derivative strategy. If you are a trader, then sometimes you have to follow this derivative strategy, like you have to hedge yourself. If your portfolio is big enough, then always to protect yourself, you can take a what we can say puts of that particular script, and you can hedge very well so that the losses will be minimum in case of market fall. So always use simple derivative techniques. See, always one more thing, share prices can never be wrong. Like many people says कि ये share गिर क्यों रहा है और ये share बढ़ क्यों रहा है. See, there will be always something cooking in that particular company. Hence, the prices are falling, or maybe the prices are going up. So maybe as an ordinary layman, we never come to know. We only come to know after the all movement take place. Because then the news will come out because so and so happened, and hence the stock was moving fast. Or maybe the, say for example, in case of pharma sector, sometimes there is some US FDA what we can say audit, and they give some recommendations sometimes, and the pharma sector fall down. Sometimes in metal also there was a bad news. Even today also I heard there was a news related to what we can say telecom sector, and then all the telecom sector stocks basically fallen initially, and then they again recovered. So you have to always be careful while investing, because share prices जैसे वो बोलते हैं ना, भाव भगवान छे. Okay, prices never tell you lie. भाव भगवान छे. So this what we can say technical, fundamental, forget about everything. These are the two different shops opened by the different shop owners. But if I am a customer, I'll follow the price movement. Okay, not the technical or maybe the fundamental. So share prices never be wrong. Never borrow to buy shares. My sincere request to everybody, don't borrow money to invest into stock market, assuming that nowadays loans are available at cheaper rates and the rate of returns of markets are very big. Only in direct investment, not in mutual funds in last 2 years. But still, I'll always say ki never borrow to, because that what it will happen, it will just add mental pressure to yourself, because EMI bhi chalu rahega, interest chalu rahega, and suppose market crashes. We don't know what will happen. So never borrow money to buy shares. This is, some people do borrowing for, because I have seen many people, they says ki mark, and some brokers are also giving some commitments ki they will give you so and so percentage of returns. So people buy what we can say stocks by borrowing some money, which is a wrong practice. I personally believe one should not see, if you have a corpus which is not needed for further say 5 to 10 years, which is an additional corpus, which is what we can say money which is lying in an account, which is not necessary. Okay, means it is an extra, you can say. All your commitments are met and all your liabilities are taken care of. Still you have some money. That money you should invest in stock market. Okay, don't use your routine sort of investment, because there is no guarantee of returns. That is the only thing I can say. Notes qualifications on accounts are more relevant than the balance sheet. As we are chartered accountants, we know, as I said, we are the experts in reading balance sheet. Many a times in various study circles or various branches, I have spoken about this point, that we are the experts. Always people say that chartered accountants are expert in reading the balance sheet. I said no, this is wrong. Chartered accountants are expert in preparation of balance sheets. Okay, so reading the balance sheets, we are master in preparing the balance sheet. So because reading the balance sheets are different altogether, but the preparation is very, very, what we can say, the entire, what we can say, the secret lies in the making of balance sheet. Fine. So notes and qualifications are very, very important. If you want to invest in some stocks, definitely please go through the balance sheet. If you want to invest for a longer period of time, always see the cash flows. Okay, always see the auditor's statement and just see how the things are moving or what is the prospects, and then you start investing. Otherwise, don't invest. Learn to book profit. As I said, many a times it happens that people say I will invest for 1 year and the money becomes double or maybe 3 times. And still people say I will not going to book the profit because I want to invest. I have invested this for 1 year. अरे भाई 6 महीने में पैसा 3 गुना हो गया. Still you want to invest for next 1 year? Why? I don't understand. So this is, I call, greed. Okay, this is nothing. This is nothing to do with your expertise. This is greed. Sorry to say, but this is greed. If your money has been doubled already in very short span and you say I will invest for 1 year, I am an investor, you are telling lie. Actually, you are a greedy person. Okay, so learn to book profits. At least you can take out your investment. If you want to stay invested, no problem, sir, but at least take out your investment. जो भी रखा है वो free का रखो. कल कुछ हो गया तो वांदा नहीं, problem नहीं. So always learn to book profits. That is a very important. See, maximum people, they fail in stock market because they don't know when to exit. And this is a success of a, what we can say, success of a trader, of a success of an investor. Only those people are successful in stock market, those who know when to exit. Okay, otherwise nobody is what we can say successful much in stock market, because they never know when to exit. They always keep on investing, and then you know everybody what the story is of stock market. Learn to short sell. Sometimes what happens, the market is going up. Okay, fine, we are going long, we are buying, we are happy. Then suddenly market turns and market start falling down. Then as an investor, we can't do anything. We have to just sit and we have to wait patiently कि कब जाके correction पूरा होगा. We start asking people, अरे क्या लग रहा है और कितना नीचे जाएगा वगैरह वगैरह. And then we say क्या अभी नीचे आ गया, चलो अभी let's buy, because we can't do anything when the market is falling. We are investors. But as I said, a trader can earn money in falling markets also by shorting. Learn to short sell. What is a short sell? Basically, short sales means for intraday trader, if you don't have the share, still you can sell it and you can cover it up. You can buy it again at a lower price. That is a short sell. So that is a good unit technique. If you know this, you can make huge amount of money in very short span of time. But this require a professional skill. Like skill is required. Okay, don't try at your Demat account. This is just a what we can say advice, but learn to short sell. If you learn how to short sell, then definitely your prospects are much better in stock market. So only going long is not a better idea, is not a good one. Sometimes you have to take advantage of falling market also, and you will get quick, what we can say, money in a very short span of time. So learn to short sell. Set profit targets and sell after after all profit is profit book. See, as I said earlier also, set your own targets, how much money you want out of this investment or maybe this trading activity. And once you achieved your target, okay, whatever the prices you have set in your mind, if you achieve that particular target, try to sell the stocks and try to book the profits. Okay, learn to book profit, because after all, the profit is what? The profit booked. ओके, मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं मेरे मतलब दोस्तों को भी कि मार्केट में मुनाफा क्या है भाई? मार्केट में मुनाफा है जो जेब में पड़ता हो. ओके, द मनी विच यू पुट इन योर पॉकेट इज एक्चुअली द रियल प्रॉफिट. अदरवाइज ऑल इज व्हाट? ऑल इज अ नोशनल प्रॉफिट. Always read carefully and take informed decisions if you are going for IPO. Just a recent example, Zomato. Okay, again a disclosure, a loss making company is listed in 70% gains, so good going Indian stock market. But see, this is the stock market where a huge company having a huge, what we can say, profitability, they are not getting good prices, and companies which are in losses, they are getting much bigger valuation. This is Indian stock market. So you have to be very careful. You have to read carefully and take informed decisions. Okay, sometime you never know कि अभी आज तो 70% gains हुआ है, you never know when it will again come down, because the fundamentals are not so supportive. So this is not an advice to sell Zomato on a Monday, but I just gave you my frank opinion. So you have to be very careful while investing. Many people say whether to invest in Zomato. See, my opinion, as I said, I don't track any IPOs. Okay, in last 15 years, hardly I tracked any 1 or 2 IPOs. I never recommended any IPO. Being a technical person, I always say, let the IPO get listed, let the chart build 6 months, and then we'll see what to do. So I never, what we can say, tracked any IPO. So I never advise any IPO also. Invest only in fundamentally sound companies. Now, fundamentally sound companies, as I said, you have to be very careful. All the fundamentals you need to check. Being a CA, we are experts in financials, but we also need to take care that companies, in which sector it is falling, what are the government policies, what are the government plans, okay, what will be the future of that company. So all these, what we can say, actually, in my opinion, fundamental analysis will take minimum few months. But nowadays, there are, thanks to broking houses, where the research report is available within a fraction of minutes after the quarterly results. So I don't know how they come with their targets, overweight and underweight. But being a chartered accountant, I personally feel it will take surely a few months if you really want to do the fundamental analysis of any company. But research reports are very often, they are coming in what we can say every week after every results. So you can rely also some what we can say broking houses. I don't name anybody. You have to judge yourself which broking is good and which research reports are good. But always invest in a fundamentally sound company. Okay, never see the prices only. Okay, you have to see the fundamentals also, because sometimes the fundamentals are not supportive. The price will definitely going to fall after some days, after some time. So always be careful while investing for a longer period of time. Penny stocks are always a DS stocks. Means what? Basically, many people ask me, लेना चाहिए क्या Vodafone 3 रुपए में? Today it is 10 or 11 rupees. I don't know. I says कि no. I personally feel don't go for these penny stocks. I know there are few examples in ADAG group also. Stocks moved from 10 rupees to 80 rupees, or maybe there are some sugar sector stocks. Recently you saw that they moved from 5 rupees to 25 rupees, or maybe 10 rupees to 50 rupees. There are so many companies. But still, I am away from those all companies, because see, again, that is what, अभी वो 10 का 50 हो गया तो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, but at that time nobody was knowing कि दे 10 का 50 होगा. That is the ideology. And sometimes you have to take risk. मतलब those who are risk takers, they can go and they invest. But I personally go in market very conservative. My approach is always a conservative in market. And since my approach is conservative, I'm still in market after all those ups and downs in the market for last 15 years. So I don't like to invest in those stocks where we can say the rate of return is big, and maybe the prospects are very good. I always like moderate kind of returns, and the company which is a fundamentally good or which is a good volume, I always like to go with it. But penny stocks, I never invest, or I never advise also. So it is dangerous also, because sometimes if your judgment goes wrong, then your entire money will be in, we can say it will be lost. New investors can start with IPOs. As I said, I don't track IPOs, but new investors, okay, those who want to start in market, they can go with the IPOs, because that is a very simple way to start investing. And if it is a good company, definitely will not going to get the IPO, but still you can start applying itself. तो कभी ना कभी मिल जाएगा, like lottery तो लग जाएगा. If the stock is over, what we can say, the response is overwhelming, then sometime it happens कि IPO में stock लगता नहीं है, बहुत नसीब चाहिए. Okay, you should have a very good, what we can say, Janam Kundali, and very good, what we can say, stars, then only you get a good IPOs. But you can start with IPOs, it's a good idea. All companies in a sector are not star company. This is very good, what we can say, point we must consider. All companies are not good, because people say ki metal sector, okay, all companies are good. Jindal Hisar also good, Jindal Stainless Steel also good. Not like that, okay. Tata Steel is a, what we can say, you can call it as a star company. Again, it's a JSW Steel. But again, Jindal Group, disclosure, okay, no comments. But you have to see the promoter's credential. You have to see the group also itself. Okay, ADG Group, nobody will like to invest. Okay, Reliance Mukesh Ambani Group, everybody will like to invest. Now there was a Adani Group, and there was some new flow also in the last, what we can say, 1 month. Again, Sucheta Dalal came into picture, and there was a heavy selling. So I always basically try to, what we can say, avoid such kind of a nuisance. Why? Because you never know, suddenly some person will come, he or she will tweet something, and the stock prices will fall miserably. This kind of a risk is always there in stock market. So hence you have to be very careful while investing in those kind of a stocks, because if you feel this is a good company, fundamentally sound company, you can always go ahead, but you never know what will come out of that. Okay, as I said, there was one tweet on a Friday night, and then on Monday there was a Black Monday for all the Adani Group stocks. You must have observed. So the point is, you have to be very careful in investing in stocks. Don't see as an individual stock, see as a group also, which group belongs to. Again, a disclaimer, or we can say disclosure, I personally believe in Tata Group companies. From last since 10 years, I am advising people to always invest in any Tata company, any Tata Group company. Definitely Tata Group has given a good kind of, or we can say a better kind of returns. Okay, there is no, what we can say, any fraudulent or we can say any such kind of scams involved in Tata Group of companies. So a very safe group of company to invest. Tata Group, any company you name, all companies are good in my opinion. So you have to be very careful. All companies are not good. You have to be sector specific. Watch disinvestment program. Recently, you must have seen that in the budget itself, they have announced LIC. LIC actually was announced last year also, but government failed to do this. Now again, they have come up with the idea that this year they will going to disinvest in LIC. I think due diligence is happening, and maybe before March we will see the LIC IPO also. So last year it was IRCTC, Indian Railways, and it was a bumper, what we can say, lottery. Again, the same IPO which was given 100% kind of returns in listing. There are few examples in the Indian stock market. On the listing day, they have doubled than their what we can say issue prices. So definitely sometimes IPO is a great, but not all the time. So watch always disinvestment program. If you are a new investors, always see where this disinvestment is happening. Accordingly, you can plan out your investments, and which will definitely give you decent kind of return. I'll not say huge kind of returns, but decent kind of returns. Okay, far better than a bank or any other LIC or maybe other mutual funds kind of returns. See, promoters credentials, Satyam may not be Sundaram. Already I have discussed this. Always see who is a promoter, who is a group company. As I said, Tata Group I always believe in, not ADAG or a Jindal maybe. But as I said, credentials you need to check. Okay, why? Because Satyam may not be the Sundaram. We know what happened with the Satyam, and then Tech Mahindra took over that particular company, and now Tech Mahindra is also doing good. But always we have to be cautious. We have to be caution. Like we have to see which company, which group, who is a promoter. Okay, what is the credential of promoter? Basically, uska thoda kundali nikalna padega, and then you can go ahead and you can, if you want to invest a big chunk, definitely you have to see all these things. Okay, if you want to buy 100 shares, that doesn't make any difference who is a promoter. Okay, again, all these things we need to check when your investment amount is a big amount. Okay, if you want to just buy 10 shares or 100 shares, it doesn't matter. Okay, who is a promoter, but the investment is good, then you have to see who is though it is 100 shares, still if you are a new in the stock market, you can check who is a promoter, because that 100 share investment is also maybe the bigger one for yourself. So you have to check. But ideally I say ki if you want to invest in a smaller quantity, you can simply rely on the technicals of the company. Okay, the price movement. If you want to invest for a longer period of time, okay, say 5 years, 10 years, then you need to check this all, who is a promoter and what is the company, all the fundamentals. High guaranteed return schemes, usually capital is not protected. As I said, whenever people say they will give you so and so percentage of returns, nowadays few PMS companies are also giving fixed kind of returns, then the capital is not protected. See, simple, because in market it can never happen. Your capital will also remain same, and you will get the what we can say returns, maybe the huge one, okay, or maybe the bigger one. So in that case, sometimes if you come across such broker, or you come across with some people who guarantee you the return, okay, who guarantees the return, then always think again, okay, think again whether to invest with that broker, whether to invest with that person or not. Because in market, nobody can guarantee the returns. And if higher returns are guaranteed, then you have to be very, very careful. Means your capital will be at stake. See, this is again a picture, a few pictures I have kept in between, so just to lighten the mood. See, always when you are a new trader, sabne dekha rahega, when everybody starts investing in market or maybe trading, at 9:15 when the market starts, always what happen is at 9:15, everybody is so confident. Everybody is so confident that they says कि कभी कभी तो लगता है कि अपन ही भगवान है. Okay, the mood is like that. They always say कि यार at 9:15 everybody feels they are God. Okay, in market. Because they are full of confidence. Okay, CNBC देखा होता है या कोई भी चैनल देखा होता है, सुबह सुबह टिप दिया होता है. Okay, कुछ न्यूज चैनल देखा होता है, and they says कि यार आज तो पैसा बनाऊंगा ही. Okay, so कभी कभी तो लगता है कि अपन ही भगवान है. This is the situation of every new trader at 9:15. Now what will happen after market starts? Traders at 2 p.m. Then the market plays their role. Okay, and you are new trader, so you get trapped. Sometimes you get caught on the wrong side, and then the situation is like this. जब तक ये खेल खत्म नहीं होगा, अपन इधर ही है. So already you have burnt your fingers, but at 2 p.m. they are still, what we can say, hopeful to make money, but still you are in a big loss at 2 p.m. And what happens at 3:15? नहीं बचेगा मैं, मर जाएगा इधर ही. This thing will happen with the new trader. So at 9:15 they are much confident that they're going to make money in this market. At 2 p.m. they realize that market is not so easy to, what we can say, tackle with, okay, to earn money. And at 3:15 when their position got automatically squared off, okay, they says nahi bachega main idhar hi marega, like mar jayega main. Because many a time what happens is, why this is basically the situation, because people take leverage position. New trader always take leverage position. सबको एक ही दिन में सेट बनने का है. Okay, everybody wants to become a rich in one night. Everybody wants to become rich in one day. It is not possible in markets. Okay, so don't take leverage. I always say people ki don't go leverage. If you have 1 lakh rupees, buy a stock worth rupees 1 lakh. If you have 5 lakhs rupees, buy a stock worth rupees 5 lakh. Don't take limits. Okay, nowadays there is a huge chunk, or there is a huge, what we can say, euphoria about the discount brokers. Everybody is running behind a discount broker. Why? Because discount brokers are giving you big limits compared to other, what we can say, brokers. So many people asking me also, sir, Zerodha is good or bad? I personally say we are not supposed to speak whether Zerodha is good or bad, but I can only say if you want to drive Mercedes, the people who drive Mercedes, they never see what is the average. And the people who always look after the average, they always buy a Maruti car. So this is the difference of a discount broker and other brokers. So if you always thinking of what we can say a discount broker, like brokerage nahi hona chahiye, free brokerage hona chahiye, means your entire focus is shifted on brokerage and you are not at all ready to earn money. If you want to earn money, forget about the brokerage. Brokerage तो देना ही है भाई, कोई भी broker है वो तो लेगा ही. As a chartered accountant, we always charge fees. Whether we are giving any free services, no, we charge our fees. We are professionals. So let the broker also earn, na? So in my opinion, I don't support any discount broker. I personally, and then there are so many problems of discount broker. You have to dial up the things, then you have to give the verification. Sometimes if you are doing online, it's okay. Otherwise, if you call at what we can say their numbers, then always the numbers are busy. So don't go for leverage. If you are a trader, always what we can say, buy stocks worth whatever capital you have with you. Then only you will survive in stock market. Otherwise, यही होने वाला है आपके साथ. नहीं बचेगा मैं इधर, मर जाएगा. Now this is one more what we can say, ma'am. Why I advise people not to watch television channel, because anybody you ask क्या लगता है किधर जाएगा market, this is the reaction of people. Then you get confused. कहाँ जाएगा भाई? Okay, you get confused. So always don't watch any TV channels if you want to really make money in the markets. Some trigger points also. Let's go ahead. Some trigger points. First is a monsoon expectation. Now everybody knows that Indian, what we can say, our economy is India, we call it as an agricultural country, and our maximum what we can say GDP contribution is agriculture and all that falana. So always monsoon is very, very important for us. If you want to see markets going ahead, monsoon should be good. Okay. And surprisingly, unfortunately, last 2-3 days, we also saw a huge monsoon. Okay. And there was a very unfortunate situation in many parts of our state. But overall, the monsoon expectation was good. And hence, you must have seen that from May, there was a prediction coming in the market that this time the rain will be at least 103% of an average, and suddenly stock market goes up. After 15 days or after 20 days, again there is some prediction comes that this time rain will be 97%. Again market falls. So these things happens in a market. Always the what we can say predictions changes. Sometimes 103% of normal monsoon, sometimes 97% of normal, and these fluctuations will take place. See, this will happen always in markets. You can never guarantee that monsoon will be good enough. Okay, initially they says it will be good enough, then they suddenly says no, it will be down, it will be below the moderate level, and then it will create an impact on market and the market will fall definitely. So monsoon expectation is a very big trigger, and as I said, if the monsoon is good, definitely various sectors will do good in the market. So you have to see the monsoon expectation. Inflation record, WPI, CPI, as I said, every month we get the figures, wholesale price index and commercial, you know very well that inflation index, and if that is going down, then it's good. Okay, good for market. If that is going up, then it is not good for market. So accordingly, market will also react. Sometimes market goes up because the figures are coming low, and sometimes market crashes or market falls because these figures are going up. International events also you have to see. If you are a trader or if you are an investor, then you have to see the international events, what is happening where across the globe. Okay, across the globe, what is happening in US market, what is happening in European markets. So all international events you have to watch for, and then accordingly you can plan out your trading activities as well as any investment activities. So in which sector you are investing, what is what we can say the prospect, okay, in international level also, whether there is a demand or no, whatever it, you have to check before going ahead. So international events are also very, very important. They'll definitely have an impact. The US election was a big international event last time. Then always there is a ECB meeting, okay, European Bank. Then there is a Federal Reserve meeting always, just like our RBI have what we can say, we have our own RBI policy. That is also big, what we can say, on that day particular, on RBI policy day, there is a big, what we can say, movement comes in the bank nifty itself. So you have to watch the international events also. Then MSCI inclusion exclusion, this is also good for newcomers, those who started recently in the market, or those who will going to start in the next few days or months. MSCI stands for Morgan Stanley. They have their own index prepared on the basis of the stocks available in Indian stock market. So you just observe which inclusions. Inclusion means now the foreign institutional investors will, those who track MSCI index, they will start investing in those stocks, and then these stocks will move up. That is the usual, what we can say, nature of the MSCI index. And any exclusions means, suppose some stocks get excluded, means if they are thrown out of the index, that means it is negative. Okay, those stocks now FIs will going to sell and the prices will come down. So accordingly also you can judge and plan your investment activities or your trading activities. MSCI inclusion exclusion, you have to watch carefully. Then dollar movement, definitely dollar movement, you know very well, it's a vice versa relation. Dollar, if dollar is moving up, it is good. Okay, if dollar is going down, it's not good for our economy. Crude oil movement also, recently 2 days back there was a crash in crude, so it was good for Indian market. And see, that is also one of the reason why Indian markets come up from the 15,650. There was a I think lower circuit in the crude just 2 days back. So crude oil is now cooling off. So since our economy is also depend on crude oil, major, what we can say, imports, so market is going good for the last 2 days because crude oil is going down. Again, suppose there is a boil in crude oil, again market may fall, you never know. So this is what inverse relation. Global market performance for intraday traders, you have to be very, very careful. You have to watch where the US markets, where the European markets, where the Asian markets, and what are the futures also. Okay, what are the Dow futures tonight, what are the European futures, that also you need to take care, you need to consider if you are an intraday trader, because global market performance accordingly also our Indian market performs. Okay, we also follow. Earlier, a few years back, we were following Chinese market, but last few years we are following Hang Seng, like that is a Hong Kong index. Say if you find Hang Seng is 500 plus, definitely you will find Sensex also sometime 400 to 500 plus. If Hang Seng is going down by 200, definitely our market also open 200 down. So global market performance is also very important if you want to trade in markets. Then for short-term investment, sometimes you will get monthly auto, 2 and 4-wheeler commercial vehicle sale figure. That is also good. If the figures are coming nice, stock moves ahead. If the figures are not good, there is a decrease in sales. Then what happens? If there is a decrease in sales, then unfortunately stock price may cool off or stock price may go down. So you have to monitor this also, monthly auto, 2 4-wheeler commercial vehicle sales. If you want to invest in auto sectors, you have to see all this. Basically on the every, what we can say, first day of every month, you will find the data coming in the market of the previous month's sale. So on first, whatever the day, whatever, maybe it will be a Sunday or Saturday, it will come. Okay, Mr. Sudhakar Joshi, you have raised your hand. Any doubt? You can unmute yourself and you can say. Hello.
I think गलती से हो गया होगा निखिलेश भाई.
अच्छा, okay, fine. Okay. ठीक है. Okay, any doubt? Definitely will take later on. No problem.
या chat box से through ले लेंगे.
Okay, no problem. So monthly results, उसके बाद quarter results also very important. Now the season is going on. Every day you will find some 2 or 3 or maybe 4 5 nifty stocks also they are coming with their results. So what happens? If every quarterly results, after every quarter results, if the results are good, if they are fantastic, stock definitely moves up. And then they also they get cooled off also after a few days. But initial movement is what? Initial movement is always good. Sometimes it happens, the results are very bad, miserable. Still stock prices are moving up. So this is the irony in stock market. The people get confused. How market will react. Okay, this is what we can say topic of what? Research. Why this happens? Results are very bad, still prices are going up, and sometimes the results are fantastic and still prices goes down. Okay, this also happens in Indian stock market. So you have to analyze quarterly results very well and accordingly position yourself. Otherwise you will get trapped on the wrong end. trigger points. What are the trigger points? Basically, for the more some few trigger points, I can say pledging of shares by promoters and unpledging. Now this is nowhere concerned with the recent pledging, what we can say, rules set up by the SEBI and the exchanges with the individual depository participants. This pledging is what basically the when company is in deep trouble, okay, company is in need of funds. What is the last resort? Like promoters pledge their own stake with the financial institutions, with the banks, okay, and then they take money. So once news come in the market, so and so company, they have pledged their stake. This is actually bad. This is a bad sign, okay. Fundamentals are not proper, like the company is in crunch. Ideally company is not in financial good position, so better to exit. So the what will be the reaction? The stock price will fall down. I think last 4 or 5 years back, or maybe I am not wrong, 6 years back, in the year 2013-14, we have come across a situation like every day there was a news on a television that so and so company is pledging the shares, and the stock prices were falling down by 30 to 40%. I think this happens 5-6 years back. Every day it was going for, I think so, 1 or 2 months. Every day there were 2-3 names, and then the stock prices were fallen by 30-40% in a day. So this is a very bad news as far as companies are concerned. If the pledging is happen, one must feel, अरे उसमें क्या है, pledging हो गया तो क्या है? It is an ordinary process. We always buy, what we can say, we always borrow money, we always take a loan. Pledging by promoter is not so easy. Okay, pledging by promoter is serious issue in a company. When the promoters are pledging their stake, means there is a serious issue. So the impact on prices will always be the prices will fall. Very simple. 99.99% cases you will find that when the promoters pledge stake news come, stock prices fall. Very rarely, 0.001%, you will find that stock prices is going up after pledging also. And when unpledging, like whenever the stock prices are unpledged, the news comes, stocks are unpledged, and then whenever the news comes that stock prices are unpledged, then what happens? Actually, prices will again started moving up. When the news of unpledging comes in the market of a particular promoters, they have unpledged their shares, they have taken their securities back, okay, they have repaid their money, then prices will starting moving up. Then one more thing we need to what we can say, understand group companies IPO also. You need to watch industry IPOs, like whenever you will find any IPO is coming, as I said, we need to study which group it belongs to, whether that group is good or not, or whether that group companies are, see, always you will find some buying whenever say any IPO is coming. The other group companies are also, they seen some or they witness some buying in their stocks, because IPO is coming of that group. So all other group companies will also will get benefited, and there will be some buying you will see. So you can have a, what you can take a benefit of that move also sometimes. Sometimes industry IPO, you need to consider ki, again, if 2 industries are coming with the IPOs, then you need to see which IPO is better. Okay. Then understanding of block deals. Sometimes what happens is you will find this information on a NSE website. There are huge block deals take place every day. So what is a block deal? Basically, when a huge chunk is exchanged in the exchange, the hands are exchanged. Basically, one party is selling to another party, but the chunk is very huge. It is mandatory by the SEBI rules that you have to, what we can say, if it is more than point, there is a percentage for each and every, what we can say, company. They have mentioned you have to disclose yourself that whatever the block deal happens. So that chunk is exchanged. Then we have to see who is a buyer. If the buyer is a foreign institutional investor, I can simply say just go and buy the stock. Okay, because if FIRs are buying, then you can just simply rely and you can also buy the stock. If the FIRs are selling and DIIs are buying, then you have to wait, you have to watch carefully, and then you can go and buy. Don't directly buy, because बहुत बार ऐसे होता है कि FIRs are selling and then stock prices fall down. So you have to see who is buying and who is selling. So buyer and seller is also important in block deals. You have to watch it carefully. And the last one, I can say the trigger point is union budget. It has also, what we can say, a big trigger, hence the form. I have taken a big font. It's a biggest trigger in the year itself, because what will be the movement of stock market for next 1 year till next budget will be determined by this budget. If the budget is good, if the budget is comprehensive, budget is good in economical terms, good reforms are announced, whatever it may be, then you will see a good rally in between. And if you find the budget is not so good, okay, no, not so much reforms or not much expected things are coming out of it, then sometimes market get crash also. So even in this year budget, you must have observed that, as I said, before budget there was a continuous relentless selling for 8 to 10 days before budget. Nifty fall down to, I think, near to 12,000 or maybe the below 12,000 mark, and then suddenly after budget you saw that there was a big rally next 2 days. On the budget day itself, I think there was a 2,000 point rally in the Sensex. So we saw a huge rally in the Sensex. Why? Because the budget was the announcement made in the budget, they were good for few sectors. Economical reforms were announced, few of those, and people also, market has also given a thumbs up. And then you must have observed that 12,000 before budget day, the low was 12,000 something. Till today, we have not come across that particular low. We are still above 15,000. We are far better above 15,000. Now 15,850 like that. So union budget is a very important trigger. So we need to observe as a professional. We always what we can say, give the details of budget to our clients also. That is our practice, that we always keep educating our clients. But if you are giving advice on investment also, this union budget is a very big trigger, we can say. Now again, a few what we can say pictures I would like to show you. That this is also a very famous picture. Everybody knows that Sholay, वीरू के लिए रिश्ता मांगने जाता है, that and then he says कि लड़का तो अच्छा है, okay, और जैसे खानदान का पता चल देगा हम लोग आपको बोल देंगे. So those dialogues you must have remembered. So now on that criteria, in that context actually, now if you want to be a successful trader, see this thing you need to take care of. What he says, लड़का ट्रेडर तो अच्छा है पर स्टॉप लॉस नहीं लगाता. And the Mausi says, hey Ram. Okay, that means what? If you want to be a successful trader, the stop loss is must. Whatever stop loss you think fit, maybe it is few percentage, or maybe it is a say 1%, 2%, 5% if you are a trader, and maybe if you are an investor. My personal what we can say opinion is, if you are an investor also, for each and every investor also, there has to be some stop loss. I have bought some stock. I think the stock is good. It's a fundamentally good stock, sound stock, a very good company. But due to some unforeseen events, or maybe due to unfortunately whatever we can say events took place after that, and stock prices starting falling down, you have to decide when to exit that particular stock. You can't simply say I am an investor, I am a long-term investor. You can't simply say like that, because in stock market, let me tell you very honestly and very bluntly, that you will find there are at least 500 to 1,000 examples, I can say, not hundreds, maybe 500 to 1,000 examples, where the companies were a darling stocks of a stock market, punter stock, but after some time, they fallen down miserably, and almost what 90% or maybe 95% of the market capitalization was zeroed. Means almost their say prices were, may say suppose say 100, for example, price was 100 when you invested. Unfortunately, it happens after a few years, you will find that the stock is trading at 4 rupees or 5 rupees, or maybe at 2 rupees also sometimes. So my sincere we can say request, or my advice will be, always, if you are an investor also, always keep in mind certain amount of stop loss for your investment also. Otherwise, what will happen? This is a stock market. You will never know what will happen tomorrow. And unfortunately, miss the stock. They say, see, I can give you a few examples also. Say Jet Airways, I can name one stock. Again, a disclosure is, we are not holding any Jet Airways stock. Neither it has been advised to any clients. But just example, Jet Airways QIP, qualified institutional investor, they have invested in Jet Airways at 950 rupees a few years back. And where the Jet Airways currently lying, I think 20 odd rupees, or maybe like there was one news in Jet Airways few years back that Tata may acquire the Jet Airways, and then suddenly the stock went to like from 20 rupees to like I think 300 rupees, $300. And then suddenly Tata also says ki we are not interested in Jet. Again, it is back to Pavilion. So always be very, very careful while investing in those kind of scripts. And as I said, sometimes even foreign institutional investor also can go wrong. Okay, the best example is Jet Airways. Now we don't know when they actually have exited the stock, but the QIP was at 950 rupees. I still remember few years back in Jet Airways. And then local TV analysts were giving the targets of 1100, 1200 to the Jet Airways at that time. I still remember. And hence, as I said, I never watch television channel, because when the market will moving, they start moving up, they will give you big targets. And when market will stall falling down, they will give deeper targets. Okay, so unka to kaam hi hai, like they have to give you just targets, but you have to think logically. See, in market, my personal opinion is the people who use logic, they are more successful than the people who use technical or fundamental. I personally believe that the logic is very, very important. If you want to be a successful trader or an investor, use your own logic, your own skill. Okay, don't go after any fundamentals or don't go after any technical analysis. So, ladka to acha hai, पर लॉस क्यों होता है? बिकॉज स्टॉप लॉस नहीं लगाता. सो इफ यू वांट टू बी अ सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडर, ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड यू हैव टू पुट अ डिसेंट स्टॉप लॉस and you have to follow that also. Don't keep in mind, keep in system, then only you'll get success. Now, what is technical analysis? As I said, I learned technical in 2006. Okay, a great thing to learn. And on the last day of our session, I still remember our professor says, who taught us technical analysis, that he just asked simple question, yes, what you will do from tomorrow, because now you all are technical analysts and I have equipped you with knowledge, and now you can predict the market and falana, you can do this. And I also said, sir, from tomorrow I will start trading and I will like to earn more and more money from markets. That professor just laughed at me. He says, sit down. I got surprised actually. I got shocked actually. यार अच्छा खासा बोल दिया मैंने, सीखा हूं तो भाई कल से पैसा कमाना चाहूंगा. तो he says कि sit down. So I asked him, sir, is there anything wrong? I said कि I want to earn money by using technical analysis. He says yes. I said what? Yes. He says, now listen carefully what he told me in 2006. He says, now you have learned technical analysis. Yes, sir, I have learned technical analysis. I know all the concepts. Okay, basic chart patterns, Fibonacci, all those candlestick patterns. Okay, Elliott waves, all this, everything, MACD and all this, everything I know. So I will use that technique now to earn money. He says, no, my dear. Technical analysis will be only successful 60% of the times out of 100. So the probability is making money is only 60%, not more than that. Bola, sir, then what to do? Galti kiya kya seekh ke? He said, no. He said, you start teaching technical analysis, that will give you more money than by using actually for trading purpose. This is a success story of the many people who teach technical. From that day, I decided one thing. I will never teach anybody technical analysis in my life. Why? Because my guru told me in 2006 that this is not useful for earning money. This is useful. If you use this to teach others, you will get good amount of money. And everybody knows nowadays technical analysis courses are lakhs of rupees fees. Okay, what is the use? Only 60%. So what happens is when you learn technical analysis, it is good. Okay, bye, all good signals. And when you entered actually in market, goodbye. Okay, that happens in market. So everything is good in candlestick pattern, but 60% of the times only, not 100%. So still the people who are expert in technical, they always make money. I know it is not like the technical is not at all useful. I'm not saying like this. What I'm saying is only technical will never help, because there are so many concepts involved. There are so many things in technical and there are so many parameters. If you only follow one single parameter, if you follow some two parameters, then definitely success ratio is very, very less. You have to blend yourself with all this knowledge and you have to come out of with your studies. then only it is useful. So it is just like cat, what we can say, drinking milk. What we say कि हम लोग वो मराठी में बोलते हैं ना, मांजर डोळे मिटून दूध पीते. That is a technical analysis. कि people who are watching charts, they feel कि only I am the person in the world who knows this. कि the breakout आया है, अभी इसको लेना है. There is a breakout in the chart. Like only I know, nobody else knows. Wrong. Entire universe is watching the chart. Everybody know there is a breakout coming. So then definitely there will not be any breakout in the market. This is logic you have to apply. Some more points will go ahead. Indian market always overreacts. See, whenever you will find in Indian market, what will happen is there was a news of what, surgical strike few years back, and then there was a sudden crash in market, and then later they says, oh no, it was a great movement for India, it was a great pride movement for India that surgical strike took place first time. But earlier they said there was a war between India and Pakistan. That was a news given initially on the television channel just to create a nuisance, just to create a panic. So Indian market always overreacts. So they are like kings. Like it is just like Khan families, those who overact. Like Indian market also overreacts. So always a good investor, he will always analyze the thing. He will use the logic. He will not run away with the what we can say, the reaction of the market. Always keep your mind cool, keep your head cool, analyze the situation, and then act accordingly. Because Indian markets have always a habit of overreacting. So always be careful. Traders must put stop loss orders. Already I have discussed with you in the last slide that if you are a trader, please put stop losses. Otherwise, nobody can save you. Make use of data on NSE site. As I said, I have personally followed the NSE site, and it is authentic site. All the information is available readily. All the historical data, all the block deals, and all the what we can say company information is also available. So always go for the if you want to search for any information, always use the data on NSE site, which is good. Always know dividend yield per share, EPS, PE ratio. If you are going for a fundamental view, then EPS, as a being a professional, we know PE ratio, this is a price earning ratio. See what is the industry PE ratio also. If the PE ratio is less, definitely go and invest in that stock. If the PE is higher, then definitely think again before investing. Always trade to authorized brokers, or better do online your own. As I said, I am not in favor of the discount brokers. Always I like to go with the authorized. Discount brokers are also authorized. I'm not saying like that, but the service point of view. See, if I get a call, if I want to get a service, being a professional, we always what? If you service well your client, definitely you'll get good amount of fees. If you do not service your client, you will also never get your fees. So I like the broker who is giving good services, who call me timely, okay, who help me to take decision. That kind of a broker I always like. Discount brokers mein wo thoda problem hota hai because everything is online. There is no, I guess support is available just like the offline brokers. So always go for authorized brokers. Don't do any dabba trading. Do not believe in false promises where the higher rate of returns are assured. One thing you have to be very, very careful. Anybody is coming to your office or maybe coming to you and say, I will give you so and so % of returns in market. Don't believe. As I said, there is no guaranteed return in markets. And if somebody is saying कि भाई मैं आपको 25% कमा के दूंगा, if I will be the person, I will say भाई तू डालना फिर मेरे पास क्यों है, तू ही खुद इन्वेस्ट कर, तू ही 25% कमा ले. So that should be your answer. If somebody is coming to your office and asking for money to invest in market, that I will give you so and so %, you should simply reject and say, भाई तू खुद डाल फिर, हाँ तू ही इन्वेस्ट कर दे भाई, मेरे पास तो नहीं है. So that should be the ideal answer. So because there is a danger, as I said, these people are normally they are greedy, so they will ruin your capital. Because as I said, where the higher rate of return is assured, there is no guarantee of capital. That is the biggest problem. Do not believe in SMS. Normally you get, once you open an account with any company, you will get always some SMSs. Okay, hurry up, buy so and so quantity, buy so and so stock, some news is there, some falana, and then the stock will move through 100 and 200%, the stock will move 300%. No, nothing doing. If that, see, अगर स्टॉक मार्केट में पैसा बनाना इतना आसान होता, if any stock will give you 100%, 200% in a month or two, then ये दुनिया में और कोई चीज नहीं चलता. No chartered accountants, no doctors, no lawyers, no engineers. Everybody would have come to the market and like to earn the money. So use your logic again. ऐसा इतना simple नहीं है. It is not easy to earn in markets. Okay, and not on these SMSs, unfortunately. Try to buy at low and sell at high. That is the key for success. कि always, as I said, कि वो कहावत है हम लोग में, like always गुजू broker says कि नीचे मां लेवानु ऊपर मां वेचवानु. The story is different. नीचे मां लेवानु मालूम न खबर नहीं पड़े અને क्या वेचवानु એ પણ खबर नहीं पड़े. So the problem is we never come to know when to buy and when to exit. As I said, you should know the exit also as good as well as when to enter. But the logic says try to buy at low, always sell at high, so you will get a good amount of returns. It's difficult to time the market, still try. Okay, I know the timing. See, it is very, very difficult to time the market. Nobody is expert in timing the market. But where our expertise lies, being a professional, we can enter at a low and we can try to enter at a high, but we should exit. Okay, so timing the market is not so easy, but still you can try. Okay, by what we can say, investing regularly. Don't see what others are doing, take your own decision. As I said, don't see television channels, don't ask your friends, neighbors, brokers. Take informed decisions. You study yourself, use your own logic. You are a professional, you are a highly qualified person, you know, you have a better experience than any other person in the world. So always use your own logic, your own studies, your own approach, and then you take a decision of any trading or maybe the investing activities. Okay, don't rely on anybody else, because वो हम लोग बोलते ना, as I always wrote one line in my article last में मैं लिखता हूँ हमेशा, in Facebook also many people will find, तूच आहेस तुझ्या गुंतवणुकीचा शिल्पकार. Okay, the great Vamanrao Pai says तू आहे तुझ्या जीवनाचा शिल्पकार. I have just added गुंतवणुकीचा शिल्पकार. So you are the person who is going to design your destiny. So you are the person who is going to design the destiny of your investments. So decide yourself. Don't allow anybody else to take decisions. Never. Last, we can say a few points. Keep in mind always stock markets move ahead of news and fundamentals. Now, why this is important? Because in last March, again, I will remind you the same thing. In last March, everybody was talking about Nifty will fall down to 6,000 and 5,000 when Nifty was 7,500 on 23rd March. On television channels of every news business channels, they were saying now there is no support till 7,000. We may see 6,000 in Diwali because this pandemic, we don't know what will be the outcome. Falana. But what happened? That 7,500 also never seen after March 2020. So this way, these people do manipulation in market, but we have to use our logic. See, what happened was, market always look forward. See, there was a lockdown. Okay, there was a lockdown. There was a what we can say announcement of lockdown, and they says ki there will be a lockdown of 21 days. If the need arises, again there will be a 1 month lockdown. What market says? See, why market rose at that time? Why didn't market fall after lockdown? Means when actual lockdown took place, after that market was starting going up. Why? Because market was sure that okay, these are the 21 days, there will be some problem, maybe the next 1 month there will be a problem, but let's look ahead. Okay, after 2 months maybe everything will be okay, and the things will get very regular, and then our business will also get regular. What we can say, our business will be also regularized. So people started investing in market, people started buying in market in anticipation that further or future period will be good. So market also now also whenever they says ki quarter results are on, what they says, market expecting forward earnings. For what is the forward earnings? Forward earnings is what will happen in next quarter, next coming quarters, or maybe next coming year. So market is now see what result came today is a history. Now market is looking at a guidance. Market is looking at a what we can say a store ahead in the future. So always market runs ahead of news and fundamentals. So don't remain in the news or fundamentals. Just try to analyze the things, use your logic, and look forward what is happening in the future. This is a very important what we can say principle: buy on rumors, sell on news. What this means, basically, when there will be rumors in the market, so and so things will happen, and falana, always try to buy. And when the news will come out on the television channel, you should be the first seller because you need to book the profits. because what happens is ordinary people, they ran after the particular stock on the basis of the news flow, and the clever investors who were invested earlier, they try to exit the stock. So this is a market, how the what we can say transactions took place in market. So we always watch television channels and we go, suppose there was a news that the L&T bags order worth rupees 5,000 crore. So everybody will start buying L&T. Example I am giving. And then what will happen after 10-15 minutes, after half an hour, L&T will fall. Why L&T will fall? Because now L&T has been bought up by the retail investors and it has been sold out by the clever investors who were invested earlier. The people who were actually having the news of L&T is getting such type of order. So always buy on rumors and sell on news. That is the good idea if you want to make money in the market. This point is also already I have covered in the earlier slide, that control over fear and greed. If you want to be a successful in stock market as a trader or as an investor, whatever it may be, you should have or you must have control over these two, what we can say, mindsets. You should not be fearful, you should not be greedy. Okay, whatever profits you will make, you should be happy, or whatever losses, just accept it and go ahead, because any loss in market is recoverable. Let me tell you very honestly, unless and until you are ready to book it. Okay, and finally I'll say, don't take give any free advice. As a chartered accountant, I always say to people, people see, many people, everybody, my fellow colleagues also must have this experience. Many people, they always ask us many such type of advices on a telecommunication, on phones. Sir, ye karne ka hai kya? See, my practice is I always ask my person who maybe I don't know who is a client or maybe a friend. I always say ki bhai, I don't advise on a I don't advise anything on a phone call. I don't advise on a Facebook. I don't advise on a social media. Okay, if you want to take advice, you should meet me. You should give me your horizon, and accordingly I will work. I have to work it on, and then I will give you advice. So always avoid giving as well as taking free advices. This is not a good practice, because see, don't give free advice, everybody says, but I say don't take also free advice. We have to understand the importance of time of our fellow chartered accountants, also of our fellow friend also. Always value others' time also, then people will start valuing your own time. Never forget this, because many times it happens ki we always have a habit of calling our friends also sometimes. No, he's also a chartered accountant, maybe he's your friend, but when we ask them for advice, okay, in a friendship we can give always such kind of advices, we can always help people, but in stock market, वो हमारे मराठी में बोलते हैं, भले झाल्याचे अवघे सांगाती, वाईटाचे अंती कोणी नाही. So don't give free advice if you are in stock market. Always ask him to pay. Again, few memes I'll just to conclude my session, I'll throw some light on this. These are the recent issues we have come across. Now there is a we can say big problem from last September. SEBI has come out with the various type of margins. Now the margin is a very big issue for traders. Now BTST has been stopped at some broking houses. Margins are not available. Now you have to pledge your stocks before getting having some new margins. So this is what we can say, this is a good ideal picture which will give you idea कि आज मेरे पास बिल्डिंग है, प्रॉपर्टी है, बैंक बैलेंस है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है, क्या है तुम्हारे पास? एंड व्हाट शशि कपूर सेज, मेरे ब्रोकर के पास क्रेडिट बैलेंस है, प्लेज में माल है, सो आई एम द रिचेस्ट पर्सन इन द वर्ल्ड. सो दैट इज द व्हाट वी कैन से. दिस इज जस्ट I'm just kidding, but this is the situation. There was a huge, what we can say, problem faced by the traders due to these margin issues. I know this has been basically purposely introduced because very honestly, there was a huge redemption took place in the mutual fund industry from June onwards. Last June से लेके December तक there was a huge redemption. So even मतलब ऐसी नौबत आ गई थी कि शायद म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री बंद हो जाएगा. There were मतलब ऐसी नौबत आ गई थी मार्केट में. Everybody was withdrawing money from mutual fund because the mutual funds were not performing well in last 2 years, and everybody became, what we can say, good trader and good investor and starting earning money from the stock market. So just to, what we can say, lightening the issue, they have increased the margin on a trader. So what happens, traders became frustrated कि यार मार्जिन नहीं दे रहा है ब्रोकर, मार्जिन नहीं दे रहा है, एंड दे स्टार्टेड अगेन इन्वेस्टिंग इन म्यूचुअल फंड्स. Okay, so that was a trick maybe. That is my again personal opinion. We don't know what is the real thing, but I personally feel this was introduced just to there was a pressure on redemption of mutual funds, hence the SEBI has come up with the margin for traders just to stop people from trading. Who is a clever investor? Yes, both are clever investors. The other person is waiting for a long, he's a long-term investor. But the clever investor is the person who started investment after March 2020. Because believe me, the stock prices were the same for few stocks which were in the year 2000, which were in the year 2008. So he's a clever investor, in my opinion, who started investing after March 20 directly into the stock market. I'm not saying in the mutual fund, I'm saying directly into stock market. So he's a clever compared to the other one who is experienced and who is waiting for a very big long time. And last one, but not the least, this is my own opinion about the mutual fund returns. I personally do not believe in any mutual funds. I have withdrawn my all mutual funds in the last March itself, because there was a serious issue with the mutual fund industry. Again, that was my own vision. I thought that mutual funds will not going to perform very good in the near future. So I entirely came out. I wrote an article also on mutual funds in my social media account that this is the time to exit mutual funds, because I personally believe maybe people think for a longer period of time, but as I said, now after pandemic, everybody is afraid also of longer period of time. So it is better to invest yourself to the known companies instead of giving your hard-earned money to anybody else. No doubt, if you don't have time to look after the market, if you don't have what we can say time to do the research and all this, always go for mutual fund. It is the best way to invest if you don't have time. But if you have a time, you are a professional, then you should always go by direct investment rather than going for mutual funds. So this is actually the picture of mutual funds for last 1 year. The expectations are so much, and that is a reality in last 2 years. Okay, so with that, I like to conclude. My session ends, and if any question answers, I definitely like to take. So thank you very much. Thank you for patient listening.
थैंक यू निखिलेश भाई. अरविंद रमानी जी, चैट बॉक्स में कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो अपन पूछ लेते हैं.
Yes sir, you can ask me.
मेरा खुद का पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है एक ही.
बोलिए.
ये आईटीसी के ऊपर इतने मेम्स घूमते हैं, व्हाट इज योर पर्सनल इनटेक ऑन आईटीसी?
See, as I said, again, a disclaimer is, as I said, don't take it as an advice. But I personally feel, if you see, I can just correlate the ITC with the HUL. The HUL also got stuck in the range for 15 years, if you know the history of the stock markets. And once HUL broken up out of 350, 360 range, HUL went up to 3,000, 2,700. Okay, so I am hoping the same in ITC, but I don't know when this 500 is a hurdle for ITC. Recently it is at 214 or 213. I don't know when it will become 500 also. But whenever this 500 will taken up away, then the ITC may see breakout and ITC also go much bigger. Okay, but now again today also I saw there was a meme on ITC कि उर्जा ITC Nifty 16,000 हो गया है. So it's a good stock. Okay, the high dividend giving stock, but we can say कि return wise it is not so good till last many years. Maybe उसका भी time आएगा. So always for a long term, yeah, you can keep it for 10-15 years. Definitely it will be a big amount.
अरविंद रमानी सर.
अच्छा, अनम्यूट करो सर, अनम्यूट करो. अनम्यूट नहीं हो रहा है.
होस्ट कर सकते हैं ना.
रमानी सर is not able to unmute.
होस्ट को
रूपा अनम्यूट
Thank you.
करो अरविंद रमानी सर.
Thank you.
हो गया.
Thank you. There are some questions.
Yes sir.
I will read out for you.
Yeah.
Can practice, though this is not relevant for the today's session, but can CA practicing CA hedge investment by using FNO instruments?
Can
Practicing CA
हाँ.
Practicing CA can hedge investment by using FNO?
See, now this again, I cannot answer this because I am not a practicing CA, so I don't know the regulation.
That
I
is
think you
true.
need to check with the institute
Institute and guidelines note of the
whether it is allowed or not. I think
Yeah,
there was
right.
a recently there was a circular that now CAs can also have a derivative with kind of trading. I think there is but I don't know. Like you have to check with the institute.
Okay. Next one. For new investor, how many stock must be there in the portfolio?
Okay, but this is a very good question. If you're a new investor, my personal belief is not more than 10 stocks. And again, if you are a conservative, then you can go for 20 stocks. But if you want to invest 100 rupees, good idea is 10 rupees each stock, 10 stocks. If you are more conservative, you want to keep your capital safe intact. I don't know whether it will remain or not, but still you may try. Then you can put 5 rupees, means not more than 5% in individual stocks. So that way you can have 20 stocks also in your portfolio. But I have seen many people having 50 stocks, 100 stocks. बहुत कचरा पड़ा रहता है. It is no sense actually having a so much of big portfolio. It will be very difficult to track also. So in my opinion, 10 minimum, maximum 20. This is a good ideal situation.
Next one. What is the difference between block deal and bulk deal?
अच्छा, block deal and bulk deal. See, basically block deal, actually block deal, bulk deal, इतना कोई difference तो है नहीं. Nature of deal basically, if it is done by the FIs, the domestic institutional investors, if it is done by individual investors like Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, okay, so RJ, everybody knows. So that is the only difference, bulk deal and block. But ऐसा कुछ उसमें difference है नहीं. The big chunk is exchange. The hands you need to see. As I said, if it is a FIs who is buying, or maybe there are sometimes the news comes. Recently, I think yesterday there was a news in one of the stocks, RJ's stake has been increased in last quarter. Suddenly there was a buying come in the particular stock. Why? Because people are so mad that RJ invested in so and so stock, so let us invest in this stock. ऐसा नहीं है. There are many stocks with RJ where he is in loss also. So you have to use your approach. You have to use your own studies. Just don't blindly follow anybody in market.
Okay. Next one. Please elaborate on FII and DI buying and selling of affects market.
See, basically, as I said, 98% of the people lose money in market. Why? Because they are retailers. Most of the time, what happens is the overall total turnover of the market, say if it is, say 10 lakhs crores. So out of 10 lakhs crore, 9 lakh 50,000, 9 lakh 60,000 crore is of FI, foreign institutional investor. So hence they are driving our market. As I said, the last rally in the from pandemic, it was a liquidity driven rally. Entire liquidity flow means pura paisa aa raha tha market mein, market was going up. It was not at all supported by fundamentals. So definitely FIs and DIs the only main two players in our market. We are retailers. Okay. In ocean, we are nothing but a pin. Okay. Not more than a pin. So the market is an ocean. The big players are in ocean. So hence definitely their buying and selling affect the markets, not our buying and selling. So we have to follow simply maybe the FI or DI, whatever you like. I normally follow the FIs because the big players, उनके सामने जाके चुप के बैठ जाने का तो डेफिनेटली यूर जर्नी विल बी आल्सो सेफ. देखने का वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, अकॉर्डिंगली यू कैन आल्सो डू दैट. एंड दिस इंफॉर्मेशन विल गेट ऑन वेबसाइट, NSE वेबसाइट.
Correct. Same comment had come from one of the participants. FI and DI actually rule the market. They drive the market as per their wishes. We need to just watch their footsteps. One of the comments from the participant.
Yeah, correct.
And one more thing, एक second, huh? Okay. I invest on basics on dividend yield. Hello?
हाँ बोलो.
I invest on basic on dividend yield so that I can get at least dividend. Is that the right strategy?
See, this
Dividend
is the one of
yielding
the
stocks.
strategy. We cannot say it is the right strategy because now dividend is taxable.
Correct. Can you
earlier it was
explain?
maybe a good strategy when dividend was exempt.
Okay. Next one. Can you explain each type of shares, A, B, M, X, etc.?
See, I can explain you in very short. Actually, A group stock is basically all these categories has been what we can say exchanges come with this category. A group stock basically believe that is a blue chip companies, fundamentally sound companies. Just for your information, now the capitalization, like mid cap, small cap and large cap definition is also changed recently. As per now, recent SEBI circular, only first 100 companies are large cap. Okay, earlier what was there? About 20,000 market capitalization, all were large cap. But now recent circular says first 100 companies by market capitalization, whichever market capitalization more, all the ascending, what we can say order 1 to 100 are large caps. After 100, 1012, 250. So next 150 companies are mid cap, and after 250, all companies will come under small cap category. So there was a problem in mutual funds also. What we can say few months back, SEBI came with the circular that every mutual fund who is saying they are multi cap, they need to invest 25% in small cap, 25% in mid cap, 25% in large cap, and balance 25% whatever they want to invest. Because there was a practice by mutual funds. See, as I said, mutual funds are not transparent. Let it be very blunt. Okay, so we just keep on investing in mutual funds, but we never know what they are doing with our money. So they were doing the same thing. They were investing entire money in large cap, and they were saying they are multi-cap funds. So that was not the correct. So SEBI came with the circular that all multi-cap funds, they need to invest 25%. Otherwise, they have to change their name of the cap, their scheme. So A, B, C category is what basically it is generally the companies which are good, fundamentally strong companies, blue chip companies, they come in A group. All F&O stocks are coming from A group companies. Okay, and then C and D category is what basically all these are small caps companies where fundamentals you need to search, you need to check. Okay, and sometimes there is a T2T group also. T2T group. T2T means what? Where it is mandatory that you have to take the delivery. There is no intraday trade possible where the script is in T2T category. वहां पे intraday trade आप नहीं कर सकते. If you buy the stock and if you sell immediately, and if the stock is in T2T, then your stock will go for auction. You have to pay more prices. Okay, T2T means you have to take the delivery, and after delivery come into your demat account, you can allow to sell. So these entire things will basically governed by the SEBI regulation. SEBI will decide. Even circuit filters are also frequently changed. Sometimes 5 to 10%, 10 to 15. All these things will be basically taken care of by SEBI, market regulator.
Okay. Next one, the SIP concept in stocks. Your views advisable or otherwise for long-term perspective? SIP concept in stocks.
Yes, definitely good concept. I personally believe instead of doing SIP in mutual funds, you can just simply go and buy State Bank of India, HDFC Bank, Infosys. These are the stalwarts in our Indian stock market. Okay, you just simply buy 1 or 2 stocks every month. And after a few years, you will find that you are you have actually created a wealth for your next generation. That is my own personal opinion.
Okay, next one. Profit when should booked means as a percentage.
अच्छा, percentage. Again, it depends on yourself. आपका पेट कहाँ पे भरता है? But I am happy. I am a trader. I am happy in 2%. I am booking at 2%. If somebody says I want 5%, book at 5%. If somebody says I want 50%, wait for 50%. But 50% not possible in trading. It is possible in investment. If you are a trader, not more than 5%, like 5%. Because see, nowadays banks are giving you 5% in a year. So if any stock is giving you 5% in a month or say in a quarter also, it is far, far better than a bank FD. So it has to decide, like it is up to you where you are happy with.
One more comment from the participant. We should regularly analyze leading many mutual funds portfolio. So we know which stock is in demand and which is moving up in terms of percentage of investment for them.
Yeah, actually you can, but see, again, as I said, instead of monitoring portfolios of mutual funds, you can monitor your portfolio and you can decide which stock is better. Like if you start analyzing yourself, see, दिन में आप खाली 10 मिनट निकालो रोज का, just see the website and you will find which one is doing good. Sectorial study भी कर सकते हैं.
Okay, next one. Any company we see undervalued with respect to P ratio, P to book ratio, EV to EBITDA ratio is also less. How to pick those stocks? Any Excel filter or resources available somewhere?
See, it is not readily available. I think you can Google it. Like you may get some idea. I have never tried it, but if you Google it, I think you'll get some idea. But it is always good to invest for a long term. If the P or the price to book is less, See, just 1 year back, I was saying I was writing an article on Facebook also. All PSU banks were very, very undervalued compared to their book values, and now they are coming near to their book value. So you saw the rally in last 1 year in PSU banks, because 1 year back they were far, far down and compared to their book values. So that was a good investment opportunity.
If taxable income is below limit, is good strategy to go for dividend yield company?
Again, you need to ask your own chartered accountant.
Correct. Can you suggest some name for SIP in mutual fund? Okay, you have already answered.
Mutual
You
fund,
are not
actually,
in-
I'm not tracking. Sorry, sir, I cannot help you. As I said, I have already disclosed you 3 stocks: State Bank, HDFC Bank, Infosys.
I observed that even results are good, share price are coming down. Some
Yeah,
stock-
this is manipulation, nothing else. Hence, you have to use logic.
some stock purchased at very low price. Should we keep as it is or book profit? Means near about 200 to 50%.
See, again, as I said, if you are happy with 200%, if you are not greedy, you can simply exit. Or as I said, at least take 50% of the profits on the table. Because again, if the stock prices fall, you can again re-enter.
Okay, thank you, sir. There is no more questions. One more ahead come, just come. Market moves on fundamental. Market moves on information. The predecessor of COVID was Spanish flu, which took around 2-3% of the world population. Why market is defined all logic?
See, just to conclude our session, I can only say market is a place of manipulation. You have to be on the right side of the manipulation.
Okay, correct. Thank you, Nikhilesh bhai, for a nice presentation. Before we close, I propose a very well-deserved vote of thanks. Friends, you all agree that after hearing today's speaker, we will see stock market as an opportunity and not as a risk. We will neither be greedy nor be fearful in the market. We will surely book profit on achieving targets. He had very aptly guided us on various concepts, market mantras of the market, and how to take informed decisions before investing. Also, he has taken us to the various integrities of the market. On behalf of Thane branch of WRC and more than 200 participants of the webinar, I thank you, Nikhilesh bhai, for being with us and enlightening us on the topic. Thank you, Nikhilesh bhai. I also thank each and every participant for taking part in the webinar series of Vocal for Local and making the webinar a grand success. I once again thank Chairman sir for giving me an opportunity for moderating this session. Thank you. Before closing, I request Chairman sir to formally declare the session as an over. Thank you.
Thank you, Arvind Ramaniji, for nicely moderating the session. Thank you, Nikhilesh bhai, for accepting our request to present seminar on such a lively topic. And third, I thank you all the participants. Now I formally declare close of today's session. All participants are requested to join tomorrow, same time. Zoom link will be shared. Thank you.